Are you struggling trying to find the right words to better communicate with your partner? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips to help you better listen, talk, and communicate. Hey, girl, when it comes to listening, what you say, what you hear, and how you interpret whatever you just heard are all going to be different all the time. Just because you have one lesson on interpretation or you have one lesson on what you said and what he actually heard doesn't mean that that's it. That's you guys graduated and you guys are ready to roll. No, this is going to happen all the time. Just expect it. It's not nothing wrong with him. It's nothing wrong with you. You just have to get into a practice of really over delivering your message, whatever that message is, whether it's take the meat out for dinner by the time I get home, or are you hearing what I'm saying about this issue that's really serious and on my heart? One tip that really helps me and my husband is whenever we're having a conversation, I will say something, he will hear it, and then I ask, what did I just say? And 9 times out of 10, we're not hearing and saying the same thing. So it's a really good practice to just ask that person, what did I say? Or what did you hear? So that way you guys can get on the same page. When it comes to talking and communication, you're gonna wanna talk repeatedly. Why? Because people tend to forget. I mean, you probably forgot the thing that I just said a minute ago, let alone what somebody said to you in a conversation last Thursday, and you're expecting them to remember that a week from now. It's not that something is wrong with them. It's not that they're deliberately ignoring you. A lot of people get a bad rep because you tell them something one time and you expect them to just remember that one thing from last week, and you get really upset when they don't. And it starts to play a role in your relationship because you're getting offended because they don't remember. And because it's like, how can you not remember this thing? It's so important. I can't believe you forgot it. You must not care about it. You know what I mean? Like, you start to project all of these things when really it's like humans just have a really short attention span. I mean, think about TikTok, think about YouTube Shorts, think about all of the small tiny pieces of content that we would prefer to watch or listen to instead of long form content. The same applies with your communication to your partner. If you want them to remember something, you're going to have to give them a whole lot of grace and repeat it a whole lot of times, repeat it a whole lot of times. The last piece of advice that I want to give you is that in order to effectively communicate, you are going to want to break it all the way down. Whatever it is you're talking about, break it all the way down. Never assume for a second that they know what you're talking about. Never assume that they can read your mind or that they can understand what you're feeling at the time that you're saying what you're saying. You have to break this stuff down, not because they're unable to figure it out or that they can't read in between the lines, but in order to effectively communicate, you have to over communicate. That way there is without a doubt no questions what you were saying and what you were feeling and what your intentions were when you said what you said when you said it. In other words, spell it out. Okay, let's use an example. I love that you guys are watching my video. It makes me happy to know that people are watching something that I put a lot of time and effort into. And as a reciprocation, if you enjoy this video, then I want you to go ahead and just click that little button, just click that button, because that's going to help you subscribe to my channel. It's going to help you, give you more relationship tips moving forward to help you build your faith while building your relationships at the same time. So there you have it. 3 tips, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, if you're looking for a few more tips to help you communicate, especially during those heated debates, if you will, then go ahead and check out this video right here. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.